Mic check. Mic check. Microphone check. Lectern mic number one. Lectern mic number one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. All right.
bad. Check, 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 check. You good? You good on audio? You good? Mic check, you good? I pulled it off for a second. I'm turning my mic off.
Oh, you turned your mic off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just, I can put it right
I was giving you a quick.
Yours is metal.
I was giving you a quick mic check.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Cool. Yeah,
This
you're.
fucker needs to get going. I'm just going to drop it.
When I fire it back up, I'll put it back on.
right, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Please be seated so that we can get this show on the road. Good afternoon. As the Chancellor of Delgado Community College, it is my honor to welcome you to the ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Ochsner Center for Nursing and Allied Health. Special welcome and thanks to Congressman Troy Carter, Governor John Bell Edwards, Representative Amy Freeman, Representative Raymond Garofalo, Commissioner Reed, Regent Darren Meyer, Louisiana Community and Technical College System President, Dr. Monty Sullivan, Louisiana Community and Technical College System Board Supervisor, Erica McConduit. Lambert Bazier, LCTCS Facilities Corp., and Julius Feltus, representing the Mayor's Office, and Council Member at Large, Helena Moreno. Foundation Board members, Chairman Lee Giorgio, Tracy Skiro, Will Lemoyne, Todd Trusclair, Michael Hecht, and Jack Finn, Board Member Emeritus, as well as Bill Gardenia. Lisa Hanks, Executive Director of the Charity Hospital Alumni Association. Pete November, President and CEO of Ochsner Health and the Ochsner team. And to everyone gathered this day for this remarkable celebration. We are especially thankful to our state legislators who had the foresight 10 years ago to pass Act 360. This legislation provided $34 million, which was the catalyst for this facility, and that is why we are gathered today. We are also very grateful to the executives of Ochsner Health who leaned in and donated $20 million, $10 million towards the construction of this beautiful facility, and another $10 million which will be used for scholarships for the next 10 years. This partnership is also made possible because of the tireless and fearless work of Delgado Community College's Foundation Board Member, Chair, Mr. Lee Giorgio, and Executive Vice President of Ochsner Health and Delgado Community College Foundation Board Member, Tracy Skiro. When I called, they answered, and there is no way this partnership would have come to fruition without them. This beautiful 120,000 square feet facility is designed by Manning Architects and constructed by Lemoyne Construction. To say that this facility is the first of its kind is an understatement. And to say that it is a game changer is an understatement as well. The second floor of this facility is a simulation hospital, which includes an emergency room. What also makes the Ochsner Center for Nursing and Allied Health so remarkable is that the nursing and allied health programs are under one roof, which provides ample interprofessional opportunities and collaboration. These are real work experiences that our students will learn day one. Over the last few years, our Charity School of Nursing and Allied Health programs have graduated and credentialed more than 15,000 nursing and allied health professionals. Our nursing program continues to rank the top in the country, and we produce the largest number of licensed practical and associate degree registered nurses. And our allied health division is the largest allied health educator in the state and the largest in the nation. But we know that the thousands we have graduated over the years, it's not enough. We must produce more nurses and allied health professionals, and we will do just that. Our plan is to double the number of nursing and allied health graduates within the next 3 years. We have created opportunities for evening, weekend, and part-time learning experiences. This partnership is about providing opportunities. This partnership is about increasing the diversity of the individuals who complete nursing and allied health programs. This partnership is about changing the socioeconomic trajectory of many. This partnership is about exposure. At the groundbreaking ceremony in 2021, if you could recall, I asked you to use your imagination. I asked you to imagine a state-of-the-art facility bustling with innovation. I asked you to imagine tours given to elementary, middle school, and high school students, exposing them and igniting an early interest in the healthcare field. I asked you to imagine that single mother who had to work 2 jobs to keep the lights on and to put food on the table to feed her kids. I asked you to imagine that single mother receiving an allied health or nursing degree and her life because of the education she received under this roof transformed for generations to come. Well, today, you don't have to use your imagination because this facility is our reality. And the education provided under this roof and within these walls will ignite and change lives forever. As we talk about partnerships and investments in the college, it is important that I mention the donations made by former graduates of the Charity School of Nursing. Patricia Carreras Pankey, Charity Hospital School of Nursing, 1969, was president of her class, and she received the highest award. She died at the age of 73. Her husband, George Pankey, Dr. George Pankey, and their son, Dr. Edward Pankey, made a gift of $150,000 for the skills lab, of which you will see today. In addition, the Pankeys will fund a meditation labyrinth dedicated to Patricia in partnership with the Charity Alumni Association. And then there's Rose Ella Chevronet Miller, who graduated from the Charity School of Nursing in 1958. She worked for many years in the pediatric intensive care unit. She passed away in 2018 and was buried in her nursing scrubs. In her will, she bequeathed $30,000 to be used in endowed nursing scholarships and $150,000 for a skills lab, which is also housed in this facility. We are forever grateful to the families of Rose Ella and Patricia for paying it forward and investing in our students in this facility. Before I part, there's absolutely no way I can leave this podium without recognizing a few individuals. Dr. Cheryl Myers, please stand, College Provost. Mr. Harold Gaspar, please stand, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Academics. And Mr. Ronald Russo, Vice Chancellor for Administrative Affairs. Summer 2020, at the height of COVID-19, I, along with Lee Giorgio, Tracy Skiro, and other individuals of the Ochsner team, we met. We met in person. We didn't Zoom, we didn't Teams, we went there, and we met. And that is when this partnership was born. They didn't say no way. They didn't say I'm not going. We masked up, we social distanced, and we did what needed to be done. And as a result, we stand before you with a partnership that is absolutely remarkable. Also, to the faculty, staff of the Nursing School and Allied Health Division, I know you are here. Please stand. These individuals worked tirelessly. There were many evenings that I came to visit this facility and I found them here working after teaching long days. I am able to tout the success of our nursing programs. I'm able to tout that we are the top in the country as it relates to producing nursing and allied health professionals. But guess what? It is their work, and it is their love of what they do and what they pour into our students day in and day out. And last but certainly not least, to our students, our nursing and allied health students. They are in the back, but they should be in the front. This facility is for you. It was created with you in mind. It was created so that you could go forward and conquer. But last, but certainly not least, to my system president, Dr. Monty Sullivan, who has poured so much into me in this role and has allowed me to do what I love to do. Thank you. Mr. Pete November, you can't get off the hook. Thank you for your tireless work. Thank you for all that you've done to ensure that this initiative remained on track and completed. With that being said, I will welcome Ms. Tracy Skiro, who is the Vice President of Ochsner Health, to bring a few remarks. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Littleton-Stive, for having us on Delgado's campus today and for your partnership as we prepare to open this new center for nursing and allied health. I speak for all of us at Ochsner when I say we are honored to have been selected to work with you. And thank you, Governor Edwards, Congressman Carter, Mayor Contral, and other partners joining us here today. This new Center for Nursing and Allied Health is an incredibly important initiative. We are seeking critical need for highly trained healthcare workers in our city, region, and state. The U.S. Bureau of Labor projects more than 1.1 million new nurses alone will be needed by 2030. Another analysis by workforce strategy researchers estimates an even higher number, that the country will need 2.1 million nurses by 2025. There are unmet opportunities for those who may choose careers in allied health as well. According to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, jobs in allied health are expected to grow by 18% through the year 2026. As we face a shortage of caregivers, Ochsner is being intentional about how we grow our workforce. We are focused on people first and are training our providers who will build careers in our communities. That's why we are proud to partner with Delgado, an institution with a legacy of training our health professionals who work in our hospitals and our community right here in our state. We are so excited that in this new building, Ochsner Career Specialists will have a dedicated office space to host things like recruiting events. We will also provide adjunct faculty members for our nursing corps and offer clinical rotations in our hospitals. In just a few weeks, we will be part of a signing ceremony in this new building. We'll be celebrating our newest joint program with Delgado and the New Orleans Career Center, one that gives New Orleans high school students a free pathway to become a licensed practical nurse in just 3 years. This is the kind of innovation we help provide. We are so excited to accelerate career training and provide new opportunities to youth and underserved students. As we are helping these students, we also alleviate the shortage of trained healthcare professionals in our state. By partnering with Delgado, we are so proud to give our Ochsner employees a chance to advance their careers with high-wage pathways. Ochsner's invested not just in this incredible building, but also in our people. As part of our investment, we introduced Ochsner Nurse Scholars, our flagship tuition assistance program that offers nursing students funding in exchange for a commitment to serve at Ochsner. Ochsner Nurse Scholars is just one of the many workforce programs we offer. We also offer tuition through apprenticeship pathways for Ochsner employees who are pursuing degrees and credentials in Delgado's nursing and allied health programs. Together, these workforce development and nurse scholar initiatives positively impact more than 3,000 students by 2025. Now, we know that we will offer life-changing opportunities for those choosing to attend Delgado and enter careers with Ochsner. For that, we are incredibly proud and grateful. And now, I would like to turn it over to Dr. Monty Sullivan, System President of the Louisiana Community and Technical College System.
Thank you, Tracy. Wow, look at the people here, right? Man, that's exciting. You know, Chancellor, it was incredible that it's been 2 years since we were right here breaking ground for this facility. But I think today is really about partnerships. Today is about a group of people that came together at a time when we knew we needed to do more. We could not provide for the health care of our people because we didn't have enough educated and skilled healthcare workers. A fundamental problem that we're not accustomed to in a nation like ours. But when the time came, it was partners like Pete. It was partners like our folks at Ochsner who stepped up and said, we have work to do, and we're right here with you. The folks at Delgado stepped forward and said, we're here, we got you back. But I want to go way back before January of 2020. I want to go to a place in 2015 when all of us in higher education faced about a $2 billion deficit. We had a governor who stepped into the office at that time, who came to us and said very simply, we can't build these buildings unless you give us a game plan for how you're going to operate them. Governor, one of the most difficult days of my time in this role, but you did the right thing. You said to us, put your name on the line and show me how you are going to build the facility and operate it long after the budget circumstance of the state of Louisiana is gone. Governor, we're here to tell you that today we not only built this building together with you and with Ochsner and with partners all over Southeast Louisiana, but we're going to operate this building, and we're going to do it in a way that is going to generate lives, change lives all across the state of Louisiana. Governor, I'm darn proud of the work that we did together to get to where we are today with a surplus. I could not be more proud to stand here today and to know that we were all part of making Louisiana a better place. I think about council members who had an opportunity in 2013 to vote for this bill. I think about members of Congress who in 2013 had an opportunity to vote for this bill, and a governor who in 2013 had an opportunity to stand behind education and invest in the people of Louisiana. You know what? The noise in the background is not a bad thing at all, because you know what I'm convinced of? There are kids in those cars. There are kids in those cars. Every one of those vehicles driving past this campus knows that there's opportunity in this building. In ancient times, when you look back at ancient times, you think about the facilities that they built. The tall facilities were the ones that were the most important, the ones that contained the most importance to that society at the time. Look at New Orleans, look at City Park, look at this region, and see how this building rises out of the ground and reaches out to City Park, reaches out to say, this is the place for you. You want to be a part of a better New Orleans? This is where it starts. New Orleans, Delgado is here for you. To our business partners, to our elected officials, to so many people that have been instrumental in making today possible. To my chancellor, great job. To my commissioner, you've had an incredible role in this as well. Thank you. To our foundation board, Lee Giorgio, where's Lee? I got to call this guy out. Lee, would you stand up? This guy he came to me at one point in time, way back when I was chancellor of Delgado, and he said, we've got to find a way for Delgado and Ochsner to work closely together. This man had that vision for 20 plus years, and he worked every single day to make it happen. Lee, thank you. You deserve that. Very much appreciated. With that, I get the opportunity every day to work for a board of 15 individuals, 2 students that are elected to that board, 15 members appointed by our governor. One of those members is here with us today, and I could not be more proud to introduce to you a member of our Board of Supervisors, someone who is no stranger to the city of New Orleans, but someone who has been right there with us at every step of the way to ensure that this building not only was built well and built for students, but it was also built in a manner that shared the wealth around construction. This was a CMAR project that we should be running in every aspect of the state of Louisiana's construction. We were able to ensure that everyone got a chance to be a part of building out this facility. That's an important point for us to keep in mind. With that, I want to invite to the podium today one of my bosses, Board of Supervisors, Ms. Erica McConduit.
All right, thank you, Monty. It's a pleasure. I'm just thrilled to be with you all today. As Monty indicated, I represent the Board of Supervisors of the Louisiana Community and Technical College System. And so on behalf of the board, I want to extend our sincere appreciation, of course, to all of our colleagues at Ochsner Health, to all of our elected officials, and of course, most importantly, to our colleagues at Delgado Community College. Chancellor Littleton-Steib, I know that you have given credit to many partners around this table, but this would not happen without your leadership. Not at all. So she shared a bit about this partnership and the amazing work that's going to happen within these doors. I want to share a little bit about my hometown community college. Delgado, which opened in 1921, is not just the oldest community college in Louisiana, it is also the largest and most diverse one. Delgado's commitment to educating diverse populations is profound. If you don't believe that the city of New Orleans looks like Delgado and vice versa, then just take a walk around any one of Delgado's 7 campuses. The employment rate for all Delgado allied health graduates who choose to work is 100%. So it's easy to see why investing in healthcare education is a wise choice. In addition to this phenomenal student success record, half of all the registered and practical nurses working today in the greater New Orleans area are Delgado graduates. In my day job, I get to also serve as the Chief Diversity Officer for Centene Corporation, which is the largest managed care organization in the country. We provide health care insurance to 1 in every 15 Americans. Nearly 500,000 people are insured on our health plan in this state. That is why it is so important that my health plan, Louisiana Healthcare Connections, joined into this investment strategy and committed $1 million to ensure that we can support a more diverse healthcare industry. Half of that investment is coming right home to Delgado. That is what is equally important, to make sure that all of our members on our health plan and all citizens across the state of Louisiana get the high quality, but most importantly, the culturally sensitive care that they all deserve. Delgado provides education that works, and we look forward to being a part of this amazing organization's next 100 years of service. It is truly an honor to join in celebrating this incredible partnership between Delgado and Ochsner Health. Thank you all again, and with that, I am going to introduce my friend, Dr. Kim Hunter-Reed, Commissioner of Louisiana Higher Education. Kim.
Good afternoon. Erica, thank you so much for the introduction and for the comments. You are right. It is phenomenal to see all of the people who are here today as we celebrate talent development. To the Chancellor, congratulations. It doesn't surprise me that even a global pandemic would not stop you from meeting with Ochsner to make sure you got this building built. To the President of Ochsner, to our Governor, Monty, to all the elected officials who are here, to our wonderful students. It is great to be here today to celebrate what this amazing building represents in terms of talent development, expanding the number of healthcare heroes in this area. You know, there are many things that Louisiana does well. Today we're going to celebrate this facility because we know what it will mean for thousands who will come through these buildings and tens of thousands of people whose lives will be improved because their bedside experience will be better, enriched by a healthcare hero who came through these doors. We also know a little something about national championships. We celebrate that today too. But we are also about collaboration. That's something that we do very well in Louisiana. And so, as you've heard speakers say before, this is what happens when we have a shared goal, talent development, more healthcare heroes, a focus on student success, and we have amazing partners, Delgado, the community college, Ochsner, and of course the state of Louisiana. Great things can happen when amazing people come together and imagine what can happen when they work and they put their shoulder into the work to make things happen for our students and for our state and for our communities. As you've also heard, there's urgency in this work, even though Delgado is one of the best in terms of producing healthcare heroes. We need more allied health professionals and nurses being produced, educated, and developed and ready to go. Great work is happening, but more work has to happen. And so we're thrilled to hear you commit to double the numbers in this area. This was a challenge before the pandemic. It remains a challenge now. But when I looked at the numbers and saw that you're going to produce 1,200 nursing and allied health professionals in this building annually, that is fantastic. And I think about the faculty and the staff educating those students and the students whose lives will change and be enriched, because we know education is transformational for individuals and community building at its best, and scholarship funds being available to those students as well. This is how we move people from poverty to prosperity. This is how we make sure Louisiana prospers. That's a vision that we have at the Board of Regents, and I'm delighted that my board member, Darren Meir, is here as well. But it's a vision that our governor shares with us also. He is always about the business of talent development. As you all know, he believes in a cradle-to-career investment, a historic investment in education. He's done that. We know he's committed to improving our state. He's a leader who has helped us to weather many, many storms with his phenomenal, steady leadership and that West Point training. He's a leader who gets things done. But when it comes to healthcare, this particular issue, our governor understands the workforce development demands because he hears it from the hospitals all the time who are in his ear saying, Governor, we need more workers. He understands it from the students' perspective because he knows that our students have limited time and money but unlimited potential. And so he's working every day to make sure education is more affordable, accessible, and available to them. But he also understands the healthcare position because he is the son of a healthcare hero, Miss Dora Jean, the son of a nurse. And so he knows the power of healthcare heroes who are committed each and every day to making the lives of individuals better. So, Governor, as you take that final lap, we thank you for your continued commitment to a more prosperous Louisiana. We are so grateful. Please join me in welcoming our Governor, John Bel Edwards.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, from here looking out, this is very impressive to see this many people come out this afternoon to celebrate with us on the City Park campus of Delgado. This new Delgado Ochsner nursing facility and obviously the allied health professionals. I'm excited about this because this is tangible evidence of the investments that we've been making in buildings, but really in people. And yes, in the people who are going to come through these doors and be educated and be trained, but in all of our people, whether they are our residents or whether they are our visitors, because you never know who's going to get sick, who's going to get hurt, who's going to need that help. And I'm thinking, like many of you, of the thousands and thousands of people whose lives are going to be improved because you're educated and because you have that job, that career opportunity. You and your family are going to do better. Your community is going to be uplifted. And then all of the thousands and thousands of lives that are going to be saved. And so I gather with you all today. I'm as excited as anybody. And I happen to have been around long enough to have been in the legislature in 2013. I actually voted for Senate Bill 204 by Robert Adley that became Act 360. And as governor, I've overseen much of the implementation of Act 360. And so that has been a tremendous funding source for capital construction of needed facilities just like this one. But it's also been a time where we've been investing in higher education anew, reinvesting in higher education, because in the years before I became governor, we cut funding for higher education. We disinvested more than any other state in the nation, which is my very first conversation with Monty was, Monty, I want to get things straight. I want to make sure you have the operational dollars, and I don't want to go out there and build new facilities that we sit and look at and pat ourselves on the back, but we don't have the money to turn the lights on. And we don't have the money to get the faculty members to come in and actually teach. And we can't sustain excellence in our operations. I knew we would get there. We did get there. It was hard. But today, we don't have a $2 billion deficit. We got $2 billion in the bank. And we're running the state of Louisiana. You know, I'm excited about what all of you are going to be able to do. And I want to thank Ochsner for their partnership. You've been told this is a $44 million facility. 34 from the state, 10 from Ochsner. That $10 million gift from Ochsner is not just generous, it's twice what the non-state match had to be in order to qualify for the project. And then on top of that, another $10 million for faculty development and student scholarships. That is very, very generous. And having worked hand in hand with all of our hospitals and health systems, but especially during the COVID pandemic, and having called Warner Thomas and Pete November about every week, what do your numbers look like? What do your models show you? When are we going to run out of bed space? What do your ICUs look like? What's your PPE? What's your critical staffing shortages? And by the way, that was the limiting factor. The secret is it was never the bed space, although that was a challenge too. We didn't have the staff necessary to treat everyone that we could put in a bed. So taking all that to heart, and actually you made your commitment here, I know, before COVID ever happened, but that's just further evidence of how essential this investment is and how critically important it is for, not just for Ochsner, because these nurses, these allied health professionals, they're going to go work for all sorts of employers. Some will go to Ochsner, no doubt. This is important for all of us. And I have no doubt that Isaac Delgado and Alton Ochsner would be very, very happy about this particular partnership and what it's going to mean for Louisiana, but principally for New Orleans, Louisiana. So congratulations to everyone here. I am very excited about this. And of course, I just mentioned the New Orleans area. We have with us our congressman today, who represents the 2nd Congressional District. He is a native of the best bank in Orleans. I'm sorry about that. Algiers in New Orleans. And so I want to ask Congressman Troy Carter to come up and take the podium. Thank all of you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, Governor. How about a round of applause for our governor? You're right. There's a lot of people out here. So in Congress, we have something that's referred to as the 1-minute rule. On the floor, we often have a very prescribed amount of time that we can speak. In committees, we have a very prescribed amount of time that we can speak. And so we often say things like, I associate myself with all the previous comments. So I associate myself with all the previous comments. But I've got a few that I have to say. And I want to begin by thanking the illustrious and the outstanding chancellor of this great institution, my dear friend, Dr. Larissa Stibe. Give her a round of applause. She's done an incredible job, and her executive team has been right there under her leadership, making things happen. Dr. Cheryl Myers, Dr. Ronna Russo, Dr. Tracy Smothers, Dr. Joan Ellis, and all of the outstanding men and women of this incredible institution, to Dr. Sullivan, to our outstanding governor, to all of the board members, and to our higher ed head, who has been a phenomenal leader, and to all of the individuals here who've given your time, your energy, and Pete, your money, and Governor, your money, and the citizens of Louisiana, your money, and more importantly, the planning, the partnerships. These things don't happen accidentally. Things don't always happen as fast as we like, but planning takes time, resources take time. And what we're seeing today is the manifestation of planning, partnerships, people coming together, working, and not accepting no as an answer, not accepting failure as an answer. The last few years has been investment years and can be very well described as investing in Louisiana years. We've had more money flowing through Louisiana than we've ever had before. From infrastructure dollars to education dollars to ARPA dollars to working to make sure that everyone knows that Louisiana is open for business. And Delgado has been a shining light, a beacon of hope for individuals to start or even restart their academic careers and their professional lives, and they walk away with success because of this great institution. Give them a big round of applause. And how do I say thank you to Ochsner for being such a great partner? Not only to Delgado, but to Xavier University and to our communities in general. Pete, Ochsner Claus, November. Ochsner Claus, I like it. Santa Claus. Thank you for believing. Thank you for your investment. Thank you for the partnerships that you've created. Because far too often, we challenge corporations for being driven only by profits, for being driven only by what's good for their shareholders, what's only good for their bottom line. But to have corporate partners that step up and put their money where their mouth is. It's important that we pause to say thank you, because this is the model that we want others to follow. That when we create partnerships, we make a difference. When we spend more time working together instead of working against each other, we make a difference. When we spend more time talking to each other instead of about each other, we make a difference. And the ultimate winners are the students. Like the young lady I met today who's graduating from Xavier, who's an outstanding student who's here. I've invited her to come to Washington to tell her story. Because we have bright students right here in our community that are making us proud every day. The students I see out in the field, in the green, here with their uniforms on, they're the beneficiaries. Smile, that's right, be proud. Because you're the beneficiaries. This is what this is all about. And the future is bright because of you and because of the commitment. Because we can build all the class space we want. We can build buildings and we can set programming up. But if we don't have bright students that are willing to come and be a part of the program, we've done all for naught. But we're fortunate because we've got students, and we've got good students who are going to be nurses, who are going to take care of the infirmed, who are going to provide for the community, who are going to buy homes, who are going to have families, and the economy will be better. Our communities will be better. Our health will be better. Our academics will be better. Today, I'm happy too, Governor. A very happy day. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. I've got a proclamation I'll hold, but it just is a proclamation from the United States Congress recognizing and celebrating this outstanding day at Delgado Community College and Ochsner Center on the ribbon cutting of the Nursing and Allied Health Center here at Delgado Community College. God bless you all. Next, I have the distinct honor to bring up Julius Feltus, who is representing Mayor LaToya Cantrell. Julius is no stranger to any event. He's probably the most gregarious and outstanding
Thank you all.
In 1917, a young woman named Elizabeth Hooper graduated from Charity Hospital School of Nursing. And if you go in the lobby, there's a display case, and you can see Elizabeth's diploma and a photo of the class of 1917 in front of Charity Hospital. It's not the Charity Hospital we're familiar with. It's Charity Hospital on Tulane Avenue, but before Big Charity was built. It's hard for us to imagine, but Big Charity was once the state-of-the-art new building in healthcare. In 1969, Elizabeth's granddaughter, Patricia Carreras Pankey, graduated from Charity. And today, her husband, Dr. George Pankey, and their son, Dr. Edward Pankey, are here to celebrate the opening of this new building and the state-of-the-art skills lab they funded in Patricia's memory. The Charity Alumni Association represents 129 years of nurses and excellence in nursing education. We are very proud of our history. Charity joined Delgado College in 1992, and this has been a tremendous partnership. We are delighted to be moving to this beautiful campus in the amazing Ochsner Center and to forming new connections with the allied health programs. And the Charity alumni are committed to continuing to support the students with our many alumni scholarships and other opportunities that will help them become the new leaders in the nursing profession and the healthcare profession. The great educator Norman C. Francis once said, "I see myself in every student on campus." That is how the Charity alumni feel. We see ourselves in every student. We see our own past, but we also see their future. We are very proud to be here, to be part of this new chapter, to be part of Delgado Community College and the future of excellence in healthcare education. Thank you. And it is my honor to introduce the president of the Charity Student Government Association, Renata Yell Banks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Renata Yell Banks. I am a level 4 student here at Charity School of Nursing, and I am the president of the Student Government Association. I just want to say this is a full circle moment. I am a product from LGIS, the best bank. I am a product. And ever since I was young, I always dreamed of being a nursing student, graduating from Charity. And look at me now, I'll be graduating in May. So I just have a brief announcement to make for all of our guests who are interested in taking a guided tour of our new facility. We have guides stationed at the stairwell in the lobby, at the elevators, as well as the entrance to the administrative area, which is next to the elevators as well. We also have students and faculty members in place on each floor to provide additional assistance as needed. Please note that we will be taking 8 visitors with each guide, and the tours will repeat approximately every 15 minutes. It's truly an honor to be here with each of you today. We hope that you enjoy the tour, and thank you so much for investing in our future with this partnership. Thank you.
Before we begin the tours, there are 2 individuals that I have to acknowledge, and that is Senator Jimmy Harris, as well as State Representative Rodney Lyons. Thank you for your presence here today, and thank you for all that you do on behalf of the state of Louisiana. Much appreciated. So now we will begin the tours.